And it was basically a tweet that said, "Thank you, Dubai. The Indian Air Force is now airlifting 12 oxygen tanks from India to Dubai." So basically, the Indian Air Force has begun airlifting 12 in total ready-to-use cryogenic tankers from Dubai to India. This was arranged by the Adani Group, a leading business group. The group has also secured 4 shipments of isocryogenic tanks filled with 80 metric tons of liquid medical oxygen from Saudi. Now, this is a big push from India's private sector. We mentioned the Adani Group, but there's actually a lot more leading business groups involved in a massive push to bring much-needed oxygen tanks to hospitals in India, where we see they're obviously, of course, in massive short supply of oxygen tanks, limited resources. We've talked over the last few days, it's getting international headlines, of course, about the state that India is in at the moment. Every single day, our statistics become more grim and more shocking. I think last week we reported for the first time that India had surpassed the highest total of COVID-19 cases in one day, and at that point it was at 300,000. We look at yesterday to 351,991 cases in one day. And now the last over a 10-day period, they're averaging at 321,000 new cases. So this is, not only have they surpassed the country's a record, this grim, shocking, sad record, they're actually surpassing it over a 10-day period. And we're still seeing the cases, thanks to a strain, significantly increase. We spoke to Simran yesterday on the show. I'm not sure if you saw. Like I said at the start of the show, she was one of the Dubai expats who had travelled home and was unable to get back into Dubai because of travel restrictions. We know that those travel restrictions are there for a definite 10-day period. Will they continue? We're not sure. Emirates has even tweeted that it's possible. Well, Emirates tweeted that they're not sure after the 10 days what will happen in a response to someone. But Simran, she said she's safe and well, and obviously the bigger concern is everyone around her. But she said even if you cough, it's just that the real fear that everyone around you, you know, I think we've all been there when a slight cough has you cause for concern. But I think one of the main updates that I saw this morning was if you have cause for concern, you know, there's hospital beds with very, very short supply. So unless you really need them, you shouldn't be going to hospitals, of course. That's what she was saying. But like I said, there was a thank you Dubai, because we are one of the countries, but there are a lot of countries pitching in on this. The New York Times even actually called out Dubai and Saudi this morning for the fact that we're getting oxygen tanks over there. They also said the USA is helping, and there's a lot of cash going over. However, they said despite the fact that there are countries, companies and powerful members from all over the diaspora pledging to pitch in, it is unlikely to stop the unfolding catastrophe in India. And that's direct from the New York Times, and I think it's just a very scary, powerful statement. Everyone is doing all they can. It's fantastic to see Dubai and the UAE leading the way with oxygen support, which is sorely needed in the hospitals. But these hospitals are in critical condition, and we're just hoping that we can see a dip in numbers, which can only be the main thing that can help. But word from Simran yesterday is that there is a lot happening on the ground there. There are a lot of measures in place. There's a lockdown, and authorities are really doing everything they can to stem spread on the ground. So as the cases continue to rise, and as we had a video up yesterday, I think the main thing we're seeing here is, of course, there's a massive level of concern and worry here in Dubai, because obviously we're such a massive population of Indians here in Dubai. It's nearly it's home for so many people. And you saw the Burj Khalifa light up in support, and other massive structures around the UAE doing the same, because India is home for so many Dubai residents and vice versa. We're so massively linked and connected. We have a massive friendship on a political level, but also on a personal level. So any Indians that are watching, and if you have family at home, we really feel for you, and we're hoping that the support will help and benefit a lot of people. It's just sad news. I think we've all seen the scary videos and stuff, so I'm hoping, yeah, we can bring some good news on that respect.